Well, hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650 Eve here, and today I get to ride a motorcycle that I've wanted to get my hands on for a very long time. Ducati's new Streetfighter V4. Very special motorcycle for the super naked segment. Heard a lot of good things about it, read a lot of good things about it. My good buddy and yours, Jared Campisi, raves and loves this motorcycle. So today, I'm going to see what it's all about. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell, and you'll get notified when new content is uploaded. The first thing we can say about this motorcycle is that it does look good. I think everyone that has seen it agrees. From its menacing, beautiful, somewhat of an insect-like headlights to the dual winglets on it, to everything. Really special, amazing bike. But I'll talk a little bit more about the parts that are on this machine. It's definitely not stock, but we're going to get riding. The first thing that you might notice, or you might hear in the video that this motorcycle has, is a dry clutch. So my good buddy Miami Manny from Motomillion converted the wet clutch to a dry clutch, and I can appreciate and respect that, because as you might know, he is right now riding my Ducati Panigale V4 R, which has a dry clutch as well. So as we roll through Miami's design district, we can see fancy cars and fancy people dressed really nice. Ferrari 488 Pistas and such. Oh, spiders. And the Streetfighter V4 fits right in this setting. It's a very loud motorcycle with beautiful styling and awesome parts. And it looks nice in an environment like this. Very comfortable to be ridden up and down the roads. We're going to find, oh, look at that beautiful AMG GTR Roadster. Wow. That's a gorgeous car. Okay. Back to the bike. This is also a nice bike. I've just put a few miles on it so far. Very comfortable. Love the handlebars and how they're in a more relaxed, upright setting than the ones found on my super sport motorcycles. I love the awesome burst of torque that this motorcycle has. At low speeds and at low RPMs, it's really nice. So far, great bike. And I see that it has heated grips. Miami Manny has replaced the stock switches with these beautiful, as I call them, Nintendo button switches that have an array of colors. And these switches allow you to continue to use the OEM heated grips, which is really nice. I don't know how I feel about the motorcycle not having a windscreen or front fairing. We're going to find out about that as we do some highway cruising. I think that could be one of the only issues that I might have with this machine so far. Otherwise, if you're used to the Panigale V4 line of motorcycles, you're going to fit right at home on this one. Oh, but the sound this thing makes. Take a look at that giant cruise ship. Wow. Until you see one of those things in person, you really don't know how big they are. But they are really massive. Look at that. That's the size of a small city. And that's not even one of the larger cruise ships. That is the Carnival Dream. And there's another one over there. There's quite a few of them, and they're just they're docked. You can tell that they're running. Their engines are on. You see smoke coming out of the smokestacks. But as far as I remember, cruise ships are not allowed to operate right now. There's another cruise ship, the Royal Caribbean International Independent of the Seas is the name of that one. Independence of the Seas. Wow, those things are massive. So, cruising down this urban setting on the Streetfighter V4 in a comfortable riding position. It can do this all day. It's really nice. Love the heated grips on this machine. Having that as an option really makes it usable for colder conditions. Which, if you're like me and you live in the Midwest, you're going to encounter colder conditions all the time. But I just rode it on the highway for a little bit, and not having a windscreen on this bike would be annoying for longer commutes. But if you're just jumping on the highway and jumping off, it's not such a big deal. All in all, this is a really nice bike. I see why everyone celebrated its release, and the sales are really good for this motorcycle. And the super naked segment is really competitive, you know. So for Ducati to introduce this bike and pretty much get instant success on it is really an accomplishment on their part. Something else I like about this Streetfighter is the looks. I think it looks absolutely menacing, and it looks like a muscle bike if there's such a thing. Wow, the torque on this thing is really nice. It's intoxicating. You find yourself trying to exploit the power on this bike like all the time. So this bike has a Terminioni exhaust installed, full titanium, sounds and looks great. I'm going to try to figure out how to use the turning signals. High beams. Right turn signal. Left turn signal. There we go. How do you cancel them? Cancel them with the middle button. Okay. Nice. Sounds absolutely great. So this is the segment. This is the environment that this bike is supposedly all about. Streetfighter, here I am on these beautiful downtown streets of Miami, and what can I say? I'm comfortable riding a motorcycle. Suspension's great, handles that bump nicely. talk about some of the amazing parts that Miami Manny has installed on this motorcycle. Firstly, obviously, those beautiful Marchesini forged magnesium wheels look absolutely outstanding, and so does the Terminioni exhaust, full titanium with carbon fiber on the tip and on the front of the darn exhaust. Looks great. He also converted this motorcycle from a wet clutch to a dry clutch to give it that sound, that clattering sound that people like me just totally love. And then he sprinkled carbon fiber all over this machine. All of it is from full 6, and it looks absolutely amazing. This bike brakes really great. I mentioned it earlier in the review, and that's due in part to the T-drive rotors that are on this machine. They make a huge difference as we look at that beautiful carbon fiber front fender. Totally great machine. He removed the stock mirrors and I believe put these mirrors on there that really work well, and everything else on the handlebar has been replaced as well. We've got these beautiful, as I call them, Nintendo buttons that work really nicely, look great, nice and colorful. He even has an Uhlens steering dampener on this machine, which helps it absorb those bumps really nicely. And I believe these are I don't know if these are the Rizoma reservoirs or not, but they could be the stock ones, I'm not sure, but they look amazing. Everything on this bike is just totally beautiful. Well done machine. Wow. Looks like he even went with the 520 chain and sprocket kit on this bike, which looks great, with a 3D EK 3D chain that looks brilliant in all gold. Just really nice bike, done really nicely. Of course, the quick release fuel cap with the carbon fiber looks great from TWM. Gotta love those things. Domino grips on it. Just a great bike. But this bike as a whole is fantastic, man, for what it's designed for. You know, urban riding. You can do some canyon carving on it. I know people that even take these things to the track. But on the highway, the lack of a windshield or windscreen is a little bit unnerving to me, because you do get a lot of wind buffering, and the wind likes to try to toss your helmet around because you have nowhere to really hide and protect. But aside from that, I like the winglets on it. They remind me of my good buddy Jim Caviezel's Superleggera V4 that has those double winglets. I think that was a really nice touch to add to this motorcycle, seeing as that it's you know, super naked, so it's minus a lot of fairings. That really looks outstanding. So that's my review of the beautiful Ducati Streetfighter V4. It's a great bike, handles great, looks great, sounds magnificent, especially with the dry clutch and the Terminioni exhaust. It's a great machine, really nice. Oh yeah, he also has a fender eliminator from New Rage Cycles that looks nice back there as well. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell and you'll get notified when new content is uploaded. It's hot out here, even though it's January 26th, and it's still in the 80 degrees here at night in beautiful Miami. And this is one of the reasons why we retreat to this area over the winter, so that we can continue making motorcycle content for your viewing pleasure. We're at the American Airlines Arena. The Miami Heat practices inside that facility. Airplanes are taking off above. We're going to go and do some more riding and enjoy the beautiful skyline. Yes, with all the different colors that they have down here in Miami. Thanks for viewing the video, folks. We'll catch you next time on the 650 EB YouTube channel.